Hi, so today I'm going to teach you about the Google app Google Drawings. In order to find Google Drawings, you must first go to the Google website. Once here, you must click on this icon to bring up the Google apps. Now, you hit More and even more from Google. Once at this page, you must scroll until you find Drawings. This will open up your Google Drawings app. Google Drawings is good for a classroom teacher to use with their students because it allows them to create fun pictures and to display data in a fun and interacting way. So let's say you were doing a topic on superheroes and you had your students either do a survey or wanted them to create a story. So the first thing they would do is maybe create a background of a superhero, just to make it more fun. What I really like about this app is that it has a research tool button. So you go under Tools and go to Research. This research button allows you to find pictures or videos or links to whatever you need. And so let's find a picture on superheroes. So this brings up pictures and different websites or things about them. So let's scroll until we find a picture we'd like to use. I'm going to use this one because I'm a girl and I like this picture. Alright, so now that the picture's on your page, you'll see that it also brings up the link where it's from and your picture. And so if you want to get rid of the link, just press remove and your picture still stays. So let's click on the corner and make this picture a little bit bigger. Alright, now that I have my picture on the page, let's add some text. So we're going to go Insert, Text Box. Then you click and drag to make your text box. I'm going to have my superhero say POW. And I'm going to make my text box just a little bit smaller. So, you can click and change your font if you'd like, and make it bigger. Alright, to make it a little more fun, let's insert a shape behind it. I like the callouts because it looks like a comic strip. So you click and drag and make it the size you want. Now you see that the text is behind the picture, so we're going to have to arrange this a little bit. So we go to the Arrange tool, we press Order, and we send it backward. So now it's behind the thing. But since this one will also be on front, we're going to have to change it to go to the back. So now we move our text and our picture closer to the hand. And make it look like the two go together and that your superhero is punching. So, POW! Alright, now that we have our background, let's start displaying our data. If your students did a survey, let's insert a table. Let's say there's 4 questions, so we'll put 4 of them. So, maybe one of your questions on your survey was, how many people like superheroes? Alright, and let's say 10 like superheroes. Then you have dislike superheroes. And maybe only 5 didn't like superheroes. Then of course your superhero has to have a superpower. So let's put the top superpower that was chosen during your survey. Now let's say it was flying. Then you can decide whether your superhero has a sidekick. So let's put sidekick. Put a capital. And let's say 3 yes and 12 no. Alright, so you can display your data that way into tables, or you can create a story by inserting just a text box, and you can just type your story. So let's say the topic was if I was a superhero. And so your students would have to create a story, and they can write it on here. If I was a superhero, my name would be Electra Girl. And then of course they have to have a superpower, so my superpower would be shape-shifting. So I think it would be really cool to be able to change shapes into anything you want or anyone you want to be. That'd be really cool. And where you live. So I live in the streets of New York. My goal is to keep people safe and fight bad guys. Alright, so now you've written a short story about being a superhero, and if you want to add, you can go to your research thing and you can add a song or video if you want. So let's do Heroes Song. Not sure why it froze. Oop, just thinking there. Okay, well, let's try that again. Alright, let's go to Tools and Research. Then we'll type in Heroes Song and click on Heroes by Lesso.
We're taking questions.
Make sure that this song is the one we'd like.
All the neighbors probably heard.
Make sure it's the right one. Alright, since this one's taking a little long to get to the music, maybe not have this app. Alright, so let's go to this one. Let's insert the link and see if this is the one we want. There you go, this music video is better. So you can make this, so you can make your story or your theme more interactive by adding videos or clips, and it's really easy to use, and I really like the research button that allows you to look up anything that you need while you're trying to come up with information. So now that you know how to use Google Drawings, I hope you check it out. Thanks for watching.